Hello, everybody. How are you today? Oh my, it's Dana Sullivan here with the Think Tank Thursday. I am so excited to be here with you all this evening. Oh, I have been working hard on Holiday Stamp-A-Stack today, and thankful for my fabulous friend Sherry and Mama Betty coming over to help me work. Whew. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Let me see. Make sure that when you come in, say hello. I see that folks are coming in already, so say hello when you come in so that I know who's here. And yeah, so how's everybody doing this week? Are you doing good? It has gotten cooler here in East Tennessee. Yesterday was a bit frigid, actually. And today was not bad, but a bit cool. Little bit cooler than we're used to just yet, but I am loving it. I have the air conditioner turned off. I don't have the heater on. I've got windows open. Well, not right now. Right now I closed them because overnight it's going to get pretty chilly. Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you, darling? Long time no see. So we have a couple of options to start off with right off the bat. I'm going to ask you guys a question that's going to set the pace for the entire show. So with that in mind, if you have never been here before, if this is your first Think Tank Thursday, Think Tank Thursday is a little bit of a different event. This is a creative time for us to interact and hang out together, and we are going to be designing together too. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you, love? With Think Tank Thursday, I have a general idea, a very loose general idea of what we're going to do in my mind. And as the night progresses, everyone gets to decide and participate in what the direction our project is going to go. So I will give you a couple of choices. For example, this evening, the first choice that we'll have to make is, are we going to make an autumn project or are we going to make a Halloween project? Okay, so everyone will want to get close to their computers or their keyboards, whatever you've got there, and be ready to answer questions because the first ones that I see pop up are the way that I go. And so if you want your choice to be chosen, get ready to get on the screen there. So are you guys ready? All right. Well, I'm not ready. I have some information for you. I don't. Here we go. I have the Halloween Memories and the Autumn to Remember scrapbook kits. And I know if you guys were here with me a few weeks ago, we put together, a couple of the autumn pages, I think. And there's some pieces left over. There's a lot of supplies left over, actually. So once you make the 3 double page layouts like the instructions say, you've got quite a bit of stuff left over that you can be using for other projects, which I think is what we're going to do this evening. Okay? So what I need to know is, are we going to be doing a Halloween project or are we going to be doing an autumn project? All right? Comment down below and let me know if we're doing Halloween or if we're doing autumn, and we will go ahead and get started, okay? All right, while you're deciding that, I'm going to go ahead and put on my eyeballs, and I'm going to turn the screen, okay? All right, here we go. And there we are. Okay, nice and easy. Very good. All right. So friends, are we doing Halloween? Oh, we are doing Halloween. All right, Sherry. Okay, I'm going to bring the Halloween stuff in. Oh, come on, focus in there. Focus in there, friend. Let me push that and see if that helps us. There we go. All right, let's put the autumn stuff away here. And for Halloween, I have got, of course, basic black cardstock. I have pumpkin pie cardstock. I've got gorgeous grape. And I also have a little bit of daffodil delight just in case. Okay, I'll set these aside for just a minute. Oh, I think I've got smoky slate over here too. Okay, let me see. Is that smoky slate? Yes, it is. All right, very good. So let's put the fallish things away. And let's see what we've got for Halloween, shall we? All right. First things first, let me go ahead and just take that little deal off the screen right now. We have a starter kit special going on right now, but I will let you know about that here in just a bit. Don't let me forget. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to be looking at the supplies that we've got left over from the kit and see what else we can do with it. So how many of you guys are scrapbookers? And how many of you guys are not at all scrapbookers? And you're like, what am I going to do with a scrapbooking kit? Because I don't scrapbook, right? I'm going to show you something that we can do. Well, I hope I am anyway. We're going to design something together. And so hopefully we will have a good time doing that and we'll come up with something fabulous. All right, the scrapbooking kits are really cool because they give you a printed out instruction sheet and it shows you literally step by step, basically, how to put the scrapbook layouts together. And I was actually impressed with how they looked. In the little instruction sheet here, they look kind of basic and but when you put them together in person, they're actually not too bad. They're very cute. That being said, there's a lot of stuff left over, and this is all things that are left over after doing the kit. Okay, so I have already done the 3 2-page layouts. All right, so all of this is leftover stuff that we can play with. Okay, so there's lots of cool papers in here. We only have a few little bits of the die cut stickers, but that's okay. We also have a full sheet of this paper, and we have several different sheets of cardstock left as well. So we have quite a bit of stuff that we can play with. All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, in addition to the scrapbooking kits, there is also a stamp set that you can get that is made to be an addition for your scrapbooking layouts. So you notice the big, bold titles and things like that. All right, so this is the Halloween one. And the autumn to remember, the fall one, it's got some little leaves and cool things here. We used this one not too long ago. It was very cute. And yeah, so they're really, really fun stamps that you can use for your scrapbooks and also your other paper crafting products or projects. Well then, right, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do here. I think that we should make a card, right? Since we have the Halloween scrapbook pages, and by the way, Would you like to see the completed scrapbook pages? I have them over here. I could bring them in and show you. I want to also bring in our stamp set, another stamp set, potions and spells, because the Halloween scrapbook stamp set really doesn't have a lot for things that are smaller. So, I mean, we could take this and we could separate the words. Certainly we could use the 31. I mean, we can manipulate it a bit, but I think that it would be easier if we play with the potions and spells stamp set and dies as well, because you notice that these little books right here, they coordinate perfectly with that DSP. Right? So, and I love a little hocus pocus and the cauldron and the bubbles. Anyway, it's super cute. So let's go ahead and play with that, shall we? But we will use as much from the scrapbook kit as we can, because I want you to see that you can use your scrapbook kit extras for other things. All right? That's the whole point of this project. Okay. I think the first thing I want to maybe do is pull out some of these papers, and let's do that. I want to pull this white out of the way so it doesn't give us a hard time. Hi, Kevin. How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well this evening. Everybody say hi to my friend Kevin. He's not been in here with us, I don't think, before. We are making a card or another project out of the leftover stuff from the Halloween scrapbook kit, Kevin. So Think Tank Thursday is a whole lot of fun. This is where we all get to design together. So I have the vaguest idea of what we're going to create in mind, and then we all get to contribute to the design process. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, you're a creeper, Kevin. That's so funny. Well, thank you for saying hi this evening. You can creep all you want, but I'd love to have you say hi. All right. Let's see what we should do. I think we should probably start with a card base first. Now, I will tell you that the cardstocks in the scrapbook kits are actually a bit thinner than the cardstocks you're used to with Stampin' Up. And that's because these are meant to be layers for scrapbooking. And so you probably don't want a huge, heavy bunch of layers put on your scrapbook page, because otherwise your scrapbooks would be super bulky, right? So they're meant to be a bit thinner just for that reason. What we'll want to do is we'll want to choose a card base, and we'll use regular Stampin' Up! Cardstock, okay? So you guys have your next choice, all right? We've decided we're doing Halloween. Yay, I love it. Now we need to decide what color of card base we're going to do. And I'm going to give you the choice between basic black and gorgeous grape. Okay. So in the comments, let me know, are we doing a basic black or are we doing a gorgeous grape card base? All right. Get your fingers walking and let me know which one we're going to do. Okay. How's the weather in Nebraska, Mr. Kevin? It's getting cold down here. I mean, our cold and your cold are two different cold, but okay, Sherry says black. All right, Now, one more question. Are we doing black or are we doing pumpkin? So now you want to decide if we're doing black or if we're doing pumpkin as our card base. Hi, Miss Ann, how are you? Darling, we've not gone far, so that's okay. We're deciding right now what our card base is going to be, if we're going to use the black for the card base or if we're going to use pumpkin pie for the card base. We've already chosen between black and purple. And black won. Now we need to decide if it's going to still be black or if it's going to be orange. And this will be our last choice. So this will actually be our card base. All right, Sherry says black still. Okay. Now then, let us see here. Do we want a card that folds this way, vertical, or horizontal? Vertical or horizontal? Let me know. You're going to have lots of options today, I think. It's going to be so much fun. I'd love to play some music. It's really quiet here at my house right now, and it's a little too quiet for me, but I'm afraid that if I do music, then Facebook and YouTube will have a fit, because obviously I'll be playing copyrighted music. So, all right, Miss Ann says vertical. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and cut our card at 4 1/4, and then we're going to score it at 5 1/2 inches on the long side. Okay. There we go. And so now we have our card base. And then I'm going to bring in my bone folder. Line up my edges. There we go. You know what I'd love to have right now is the spider web embossing folder that we had a couple of years ago. Kevin, you remember that one, right? Oh, it was so pretty. It would be perfect with all this. Okay, now we definitely will need some kind of a light layer to go inside our card, right? So we'll want to put a white piece in so that we can write in it. But I think that we might be able to do a layer also. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and the card base itself is 4 1/4 by 5. So we have a 1/4 of an inch difference between each of the sides. And maybe we could put either a little bit of green, and this would be like Granny Apple green, as a border on the inside, or we could do pumpkin pie, or we could do gorgeous grape. I don't think that we wanted, well, I mean, I guess we could do pool party, but I think I'd like to stick with some traditional Halloween colors this time. So are we doing, let's see, are we doing Granny Apple green, or are we doing pumpkin pie for the background layer on the card? Whew, that doesn't show up the right color at all, does it? On my camera, it looks a little bit weird, because I look like gray. Are the colors being weird on here? Let me see. Okay, granny apple or pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie. Okay. All righty. Oh, look at that. Okay, pumpkin pie then. So I will take the pumpkin pie cardstock, and let's see if I have enough. I don't have enough in the scraps, so I will go ahead and cut this piece. And I want it to be 4 1/8. Okay, so we'll do this 4 1/8. And then 5 3/8. Okay, and this will be our inside layer, just like so. And then the white will go over the top of it like that. So all you'll see is a little thin line of the pumpkin pie. Okay. Now, I think we probably will want to do another one for the front as well. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way and see if that black and white is what was throwing us off. I think it was. All right. Now then, we can go ahead and attach this layer to the inside of our card. Okay. And it's going to be a tight fit. It's going to leave just a teeny tiny edge of black. And then by the time we've stamped and get ready to put this one on, we'll have just a tiny, tiny little edge of orange, and it'll be great. Okay, I'll set that aside for now. And then we need to decide if we're going to put the orange layer down here as well, or I think we probably should. Okay, next question, friends. I'm thinking that perhaps we could do a kind of like a patchwork type background. Or, let's see, maybe we don't even think about that just now, and we do our little cauldron and her bubbles. I kind of wish this had a die that it could cut out this piece, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, this is just thinking out loud. Again, I have no real idea of what we're doing here, just that we're doing it. That's helpful, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and let's do our cauldron first. Let me grab, is this big enough? Nope. Nope, it's not. Okay, there's that. And Memento ink. And let me see. Do we want a gray cauldron with black coloring in it? We could do black Stampin' Blends. I wonder how that would look. You guys want to try something and see if it looks ugly? Okay, let's try this. We're just going to do it. Let me grab my Pierce mat. I've got my cauldron stamp, memento ink. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. And then stamp it on our smoky slate cardstock. Pretty cool. Okay. And then I want to die cut it out. I'm going to come over here just a second so that it's not wobbling too much. I know it's going to a little bit anyway. But let's see here. Hang tight, my friends. Oh. There we go. Okay, we've got our cauldron. Let me see here. Put that right there. Here's what I want to know. I want to know if we can color the cauldron and use the gray to help us with some of our highlighting. So let's see here. Put my eyeballs down. And I want to go ahead and put dark black on the handle and the little bracket piece here. Okay. And what I'm hoping for is that once it dries, you will still be able to see the memento lines through it. That's what I'm hoping for. Because we could just die cut the cauldron out of black cardstock, but then we would lose all of the details and the handle, right? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to see the details, you know, but coloring it white or doing a white one and then coloring it black, I don't know. I just want to try out and see if this works. Okay. Now I'm already seeing that using the light black, I can definitely see the lines through it. So that's good. Let's see if we can just color that then. And that may be the answer to our little thing here. Because I do still want to see the lines. Okay. And as you can tell, I am absolutely not coloring this in any special kind of way. I'm literally just trying to get the color on the kettle. Okay, there we go. All right. Now then, let's see if I can color it really quickly this way, if that'll if it'll blend well. I'm not sure that it will. Okay. I'm going to go inside there. Ooh, okay. Okay, now I'm going to try something else too. I don't like the gray on there, so I'm just going to make the whole thing black. I know, bear with me, bear with me. She's crazy, she's lost her mind. No, no, no. So what this will do is, this is going to give me the effect of stamping on black cardstock with still being able to see the lines. Remember, that's what I said I really wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do that with black cardstock because it definitely wouldn't show. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do a bit of shading. Because now that I've got it kind of darkened down, I think I'm going to be able to do that nicely. Okay, there we go. And then here I'm going to just very lightly, there we go. Okay, and then we want just a little bit here. And a little bit along the rim. And that's a little bit too light for me, so I'm just going to kind of flick it so that it's still a little lighter than the rest, but just a little bit darker, and there we go. I like that. Now I can still see the lines, and it's got some dimension to it, so I really like that. We'll let it dry and see how it looks. Okay, and we'll set that aside. All right, now let's see here. I kind of would like to know what you guys think about I really like the idea of putting some granny apple on this. So I want to do this, I think, with granny apple. I think, and let me see here. Do I have, oh, you know what? My bad. We had the light basic black from the kit that probably would have worked fine for that cauldron. Oops, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Okay. There's the granny apple. Okay. Let me take a piece off of this. And oh, I can't do that. Turn around. Okay. All right. And let us die cut this. Is anybody dressing up for Halloween this year? Do you get all spooky and creepy, or are you a clean and beautiful and princessy type dress up? What do you do? Do you like to dress up? Okay, let me see here. Okay. All right. We need to decide if we like the green gook or if we don't. So you guys decide, do we like the green gook or do we not? Oh, Sherry says, I'm not, but the horses are, talking about dressing up. I cannot wait to see pictures of that, Sherry. I absolutely cannot wait. Sherry's family goes to a horse show and participates in a horse show, and they're having an equine costume contest, and it's going to be so much fun to see. Oh my! Yeah, it's really going to be fun. Okay. So, are we going to put some green gooky stuff on here? I would really like to do like that heat reactive snow, the puffy stuff that we had, and color it green. It would look all foamy and okay, don't get distracted. Rein it in, girl. Rein it in. Okay. I also know that I think we should do double toil and trouble for the inside. Let me grab my bigger block here. And we need to decide if we're going to be doing, let's see, a black cat. Oh, it would help if I get in the screen. Are we doing a black cat or are we doing a raven on the inside? So we've got double toil and trouble. We need to decide if we're doing the black cat or are we doing the raven. Cat or raven? What are we doing? Go. Anne says the cat. All right. And I believe the cat's going to need the bigger block too. All right. Now, let me bring in my Pierce mat. Okay. Oh, we have 2 black cats. Well done. All right, friends. Tap, 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 not smush, mush, mush. Okay, we'll put him there. And we will also put him on the envelope because no naked insides and no naked envelopes is absolutely critical. And I think, yeah, so what I think is, is he going to fit? That's the question I want to know. Ooh, he's close. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Not smush, smush, smush. And let's see here. I'll put the kitty right there. And then I'm going to put the double, double toil and trouble right here. Cool. I dig it. Okay. And then also on the inside, okay. All right. Cool. Now let me close up the pad before I get black ink everywhere. So that would not be good. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and color the cat. I'm going to color him in the light basic black ink first, and then we can add whatever shading we might want, okay? You guys know I'm not really all into the fancy coloring stuff. I can't really do all that stuff, but I do love coloring with the Stampin' Blends because even though I'm not great at it, the Stampin' Blends help me look better than I am. And I do like that. So I appreciate the help. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for my work looking a little bit better and not quite like a 2-year-old did it. That's always nice. I think black kitties are so cute, especially when they have those bright yellow eyes. Oh man, so pretty. I know this is super exciting, isn't it? Dana's coloring a black cat. Ooh. Okay, I have a question. This just came to mind. You know how my mind works. It's a little fishy sometimes. So I want to know, I gotta know, what is your favorite Halloween type song? Are you a Monster Mash? Are you Thriller from Michael Jackson? What is your Halloween jam? Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna try to go around his little peepers and not color them in because I definitely want to color them yellow. Like I said, I love a black cat with bright yellow eyes, so that's what we're gonna do. Anne says she grew up with Monster Mash. That is awesome. I also like Monster Mash. All right, I'm going to use the dark Daffodil Delight to color in his little peepers. And I'm going to just use the bullet tip because it's just a tiny little spot. There we go. Sherry says hands down Monster Mash too. What other Halloween songs are there? So, yeah, Monster Mash, that's great. And Thriller from Michael Jackson is really good too. What other Halloween songs are there? Are there any other popular type Halloween songs? I can't think of any. I'm sure there have to be, but I'm not thinking of any. Okay, I want to give him a little shadow under his neck, but that may be a bit much, so I don't know. We'll see. And I want to put a little bit right here. A little right there. The underside, Kitty's belly. Okay. Inside of his legs. And around his booty. Okay. And then the pads of his feet, just a little. Okay, there we go. All right. I like it. I dig it. That's good. Okay, our kitty's got a little bit of shady. Alexa says Monster Mash and Thriller. Yeah, I mean, that's the only ones I can think of too. Surely there are more. I mean, I've been to little Halloween parties where they've had music going, but I don't know. Was it just Halloween sounds or I don't know. What songs did they play on Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? If Kevin's still lurking around in here, he might know that. He is a fantastic Snoopy fan. So he probably knows what songs were played during the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And there we go. I love that. That's so cute. Look at us going already. Okay. Now let's attempt to get a card made. All right. If I were to put this down, and it's fabulous, right? It's cool. I feel like I kind of want maybe a little strip. Let's see. Let us see. This is white core paper, and if you've heard us say white core paper and you don't know what that means, you are finding out right now. Do you see that there's this white edge from where I tore the paper? That's because the ink that printed the papers is not soaked all the way through. It's just printed on the top of the card. Now, if I were to tear, let me see here, a piece of basic black, if I were to do that same thing on a piece of standard basic black cardstock, when I tear it, somebody's watching me. Is that the I always feel like somebody's watching me? Is that the one you're talking about? Okay, so you can see, sorry, y'all did not want that little music lesson. That's okay. You can see there that the black is colored all the way through, right? As I tear it, it has none of that white showing. And that is wonderful. And that's because with Stampin' Up's cardstock, the color is saturated all the way through the paper. Now, as you can see, that's two different looks, right? I mean, you have a nice solid color going on here, but it's also really cool to have this white edge. And also, you can add even more interest to this by sponging the edges with Memento Black. So you're kind of putting the black back on top of the white, but you can see the white through it, and it gives just some really cool interest that way. Sherry says, yeah, okay, that's good. I'm glad that at least I'm glad that at least I was remembering the right thing. Okay. I'm thinking that perhaps I might like, what if we did another white piece here? And then, now I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this part. Well, that's good. I really like Halloween. I don't get into it quite as much now as I did when our kids were at home. But, I mean, it was a lot of fun when the kids were home. I'm not crazy about the white there. I'm not really feeling that. I am feeling the orange, though. I think that should stay. What do you guys think? What if I'm still trying to work that white in there. Still trying to work that white in there. Kind of like the black, just to give it a little edge, but I'm not really sure how I'm feeling it. Oh, Anne says try purple. Do you mean the background strip, Anne? The background piece there, purple instead of orange? I've got the pumpkin pie here because the inside has pumpkin pie. I'm liking this, okay. Maybe if this were a little thinner. Oh, where the green is. Oh, let's see. Let us see. Okay. Got some purple here. I feel like that might be a little too much purple now. But, yeah, well, yeah, maybe a little too much purple now. Okay, let me try. I like the bubbles because, like the cauldron bubbles, that's pretty cool. Let's see if I leave it there and there. If I did less, so it would look more like this. with that other strip. And that. Are we maybe getting somewhere with that? And then stamp the bubbles. So what if we did this piece a little bigger than this, maybe just a little bit there, and then the black, and that way we'd have these bubbles showing there like that. Or maybe not that, and maybe coming back to this one. And maybe we don't need the torn edge. Maybe we just need a straight edge like that one. And then this. Is that too muchness? A little too muchness, maybe? The stripes vertical. We can try that. Let me see here. There we go. I'm not sure that the stripes are working out for us, love. I'm not sure that they are. I think maybe we better go back to the bubbles, but at the smaller size. So let's see here. Let's go back to the bubbles. Let's raise them just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, let me put this down here. Quit sliding, please. Thank you very much. All right. How's that? Is that good? Or maybe this one. Okay, let's see. So there's the green with the bubbles, which I actually like that. Yeah, Anne likes that too. Okay, and let's see here. How about, let's see how the potions would look. This one would bring in some of that purple that you were wanting before, Anne, but also maybe making it not quite so, I want a little bit of orange if I can get it, but I don't think I can. So, okay, but we don't want the blue there. All right. I know I'm so indecisive, aren't I? Terrible thing. Okay, now here's the potions and spells one. Okay, so are we doing the green bubbles or are we doing the potions and spells books? Books or bubbles? Books or bubbles? While you guys are deciding that, I will go ahead and let me set those right there so that you can see books or bubbles. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the orange piece down. Okay. Sherry likes the potions and spells. Okay. Well, that's all right, because what I have in mind up here in the white area is going to be similar to this anyway. I'm thinking that some of these little bubbles put there, and then maybe do a few other of the individual bubbles in the green. And these have dies that match. So we can do some die cut bubbles as well. So let's see how that works here. Let me grab that. And let's do the potions and spells. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So we want this piece to be 4 inches. And let's see here. If I were to cut it this way, it would cut most of it off. If I were to cut it this way, we would get more of the books. Okay. And then, how deep? Maybe 1 3/4. Maybe 1 3/4. Yeah, let's see. There we go. All right, and then let me trim my little black piece to 4 as well. Okay. All right, so if we go like this, and we have this piece here, and this piece here. Okay, are you guys jiving with that so far? Are we liking that? And then this here, right? And the bubbles would be stamped right here above it in Granny Apple Green. Let me see here. Actually, I really want to do it in Lemon Lime Twist, but I kind of want to do it in Lemon Lime Twist. But I'll stick with Granny Apple Green because this is Granny Apple Green. Okay. But we may be able to stamp off once. Let's see. Why am I yawning? It's Sherry's fault. I'm just going to blame Sherry. Speaking of Sherry's, we're missing the other Sherry, aren't we? We're missing Sherry T. And Estrada. And Dawn. Our friends aren't here, or they're lurking. There are several people in here that are watching, but I can't see who they are. So maybe that's some of them. We shall see. Let's see here. I kind of also... Nope, we'll do that. We'll do that. It's okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, do we like this, friends? Do we like the potions and spells here? Come up, friend. There we go. Do we like the... Sherry is yawning also. It's been a long day. We did a lot of work today. Okay, how about like that? And then this here. Okay, are we digging this? Is this jiving for us? What do we think, folks? Let me know. Are we good with this? And then maybe Sherry likes it. Okay. I also desperately want to use a little hocus pocus. I want to use a little hocus pocus. What about a little hocus pocus? You know what? Let's put it down. Maybe not with the bubbles. Let's put it somewhere here. And then we have some bubbles. I believe we have some bubbles here. Oh, and we actually have this Potions and Spells book stamp that we can die cut also and stick it right there. Huh, hey. Okay, now the ideas are flowing. It only takes half the night, an hour in, maybe we'll figure it out. Sometimes, as my child says, sometimes it be like that. Let me grab my white scraps here and see if I've got a piece I can use to stamp and cut. I believe I can. And I'm going to set this aside for just a minute and grab the Memento ink. Potions and Spells. Okay. There we go. And we can color those in so that we do have that pop of color that you're talking about and it's not hidden behind the cauldron. That'll be cool. Okay, and I will cut that out here in just a second. Let's come back over here to the card. And I think it's okay to go ahead and attach these. And that way we know where we want to stamp the bubbles. So let me put a layer of adhesive across the back of this section here. And then I'm going to put it on here. There we go. Okay. And then, where's my little, it's a little hocus pocus. That is so stinking cute. You guys will have to tell me what color we're going to stamp that in because I think we're going to have options here. Even though we did the inside in black, and now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been nice to do this in either purple or granny apple, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it. We are not going to worry. All right, I'm going to put this piece down, and I'm not attaching it yet just in case I screw up the stamping. I'm just putting it there for placement's sake. And I'm putting the cauldron there, so I know I need to go up, about half an inch or so. Tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush with the bubbles. And bring it down just a touch. There we go. Isn't that cute? That is so stinking cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, do we like that? That is so cute. I like that. I like it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you like it. It is very cute. And then we've got some little twinkles here that we can use. And we can do that on the inside, and that'll add some of the color. Get off my finger, please. Stop that. And a bubble. And a bubble. And another bubble. I do like the bubbles, I admit. I am a fan of the bubbles. Okay, we need some little square blocks, please. Thank you very much. 1, 2. Oh, look at that. I pulled out just enough. That was perfect. Okay, now then, let's get crazy, shall we? All right. I want to bring this out, and I'm going to leave that there. but I want to add, yeah. Yes, that's so much better. I do like the color. Okay, and let's put, I'm going to resist the urge to put it behind him to look like a fart. Oh my goodness. That was bad. I go, where do I place this? Not there. Oh my goodness. That's bad, bad, bad. Bad. And says, no. Oh dear. That is not good. And I shouldn't put bubbles back there either, I don't think. But maybe, maybe just a little of that. And maybe, oh dear. There we go. Okay, now. Oh, that was not a good thing. That was not a good thing. You know what? I really like these little things, so I'm probably going to get goofy with it because it's so pretty. There. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. Here we go. Let's come back to this one. Okay, not so much on this one. All right. I am going to add just a little bit of twinkle maybe, because I want to add some little 3D bubbles, and I kind of want him to bubble up a little bit higher. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. No sense in playing around with it, right? I mean, if you're going to make a potion, man, make a big batch. Make a big batch. Okay. Now then, let me get some. I wonder why. I'm looking at the circles and deciding what's going on where I really want to stamp them. All right, we're going to cut them out and see if we can't stamp them. Okay, let's see how that works for us. All right, I'm going to do, that is definitely not that one, but that is. I don't need that great big bugger. I need the smaller ones. Okay. Okay, I'm getting this. I got this. Okay, here we go. Oh, I need white trim piece here. There we go. I need that too. Let's get this die cut out as well. All right. I'm right here, folks. I'm just coming over here to the side a little bit so that I can put my paper on the die cut machine and get it cut. There we go. And I'm going to use that same paper piece for my little bubbles because it's right here and it'll be great. There we go. Okay. Bubbles. Yep, I think maybe. We shall see here. We definitely have this, so that's good. We've got some little bubble die cut pieces here, and I don't know for sure if the stamped bubbles go over them. Probably not, but we're going to see if we can make it work because I really like the lines in the stamped bubbles, and I wish that these die cut bubbles will also work. So we shall see. Okay, we need some orange pumpkin pie and Highland Heather. Where's my... I cannot see because I'm a blind girl. Okay, Highland Heather and Granny Apple Green. Okay. Pull and close that before it gets all up on me. That would be bad. Okay. So we don't have Gorgeous Grape for blends. We have Highland Heather, but I will try to make it a little bit darker. So let's start out with that down here. Okay, we'll let that dry for just a second and do Granny Apple Green. Okay, and I just realized that I colored the pages and the spine of the book because I'm silly. I wasn't paying attention. That's better. Okay. And then let's go in with a little bit of dark granny. Okay. And then pumpkin pie for the spells. And then the lighter, let's do a dark basic black for this book. With purple pages, maybe. Oh yeah, that's nice. All right, now then I need to come back over this one, and I'm just gonna add some darker lines here maybe, because I'm afraid if I try to add too much to this that it will bleed out, and we don't want that. You don't want anything bleeding out, right? Especially not wanting things to bleed out. Okay, now then, I'm going to set that aside there, and let's come back to this fella. Let's go ahead and glue this on. Well, wait a minute. I said I wanted to put the hocus pocus. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, folks. Let me put that there. And let me put that there. What color should we stamp a little hocus pocus? Should we stamp it in black or purple? Black or purple? What color should we stamp a little hocus pocus? Black or purple? What do you think? Anne says purple. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Not smush, smush, smush. Bring this down a little bit so I can see where I'm going. Okay. Yes, that's adorable. Okay, now then, let's go ahead and add okay, and then this. Right here. Okay. I feel like this guy. Okay. Now then, are we putting the books in front of the cauldron? And they would be popped up, and the cauldron will not. Okay. Option 1 is the books in front, or option 2 is the cauldron in front with it popped up. Cauldron in front or books in front? Cauldron or books? Which one should be in front? Anne says books. All right, very good. I agree with you, friend. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the cauldron on. Okay, and then we're going to put the books on dimensionals. Okay. There we go. Super stinking cute. Super stinking cute. Okay. Now then, let me see if any of these will stamp on my bubbles. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. Here we go. We are going to make some popped up bubbles. Excuse my face being in the way if it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. There's one. There's two. There's three. And then what size is this one? Oop, not that one. It's the small one. Yeah. There we go. Yes, and that's exactly what I'm thinking, actually, of popping up the bubbles. That's why I wanted to do the stamping on these little die cut ones, because I wanted the details of the stamped bubbles, but I wanted them on these ones so that I could pop them up. Yeah, great minds, girlfriend. I think that's exactly right. And it's not really that big of a pain. The small ones, you can fit the little mini dimensionals on. And I think the bigger ones, we're going to be able to do the regular dimensionals, but we'll see. Okay. Now that we have that, let's see here. Where's my dimensionals? Yeah, maybe not a whole one, but definitely a half one. So, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Okay, now these ones will take a little bit less than, so probably a quarter of a regular dimensional. A mini one I think would fit on there perfectly, but it doesn't look like I have any mini ones right here at my desk. So I will just cut a half in half. And that hopefully, hold on. Let's turn that little pointed part up. There we go. Yep, that works. Yes. Okay. How is that looking? That's looking pretty cute, isn't it? I kind of feel like we need maybe a couple of bubbles over here, but I don't want it to get too crazy. So what do you think? Should we put a couple of bubbles coming out this way, or maybe a bubble here and a bubble or two there? What do you think? And I mean, even to stamp a couple of bubbles, I don't know, like that may be a bit much. I don't know. Tell me how we feel about that. I'm just playing with these right now just for thoughts and ideas to see if something tends to draw me in. As you guys well know at this point, designing a project from scratch actually does take a lot longer than if I already had the project designed and came on and recreated or shown you what I had designed, right? So this just gives you a little glimpse into the design process. And so you can see when your favorite above the cauldron. Sherry, elaborate, please. When your favorite designer does a video that they're showing you how to make a project, and the video is 30 minutes long or whatever, just know and appreciate, I hope, the idea that they spent maybe hours designing the project in the first place before they presented it to you. It's a lot of fun. This is a great time, and I absolutely love Think Tank Thursday because I enjoy spending time with you guys and getting creative with you and things like that. But Think Tank Thursday does last a bit longer than a standard tutorial video, and that's exactly why, because we're designing the project together. So this is something that wasn't already thought out, and it comes along as it comes along, and it turns out great because we all contribute to it, right? All right, so let me see here. I'm just laying those right there, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't, yeah, none to the left. I was thinking as well, just leaving it like that, right? Okay, I do like where these ones are, so I'm going to go ahead and put them down for sure. Now, hold on. I didn't want you there. I didn't want you there. Okay. Don't go where I don't want you, though, friend. Okay. And there. All right, there we go. All right, friends. That is super stinking cute. A little hocus pocus. Double, double, toil and trouble. Oh, I wanted to add some of those little thingies. What do we want to call those? The little sparkles. To add just a little bit more color to this. Okay. There we go. I like it. All right. What do you guys think? a little hocus pocus, super cute. We used the designer series paper from the remainder of the kit and the orange background paper, the pumpkin pie background paper, and this little green sludge right here. So really, really cute and a great way to use the rest of your supplies from the scrapbooking kit. And I'm thinking that maybe I need to create a treat holder project. So maybe I will be able to get around to that in the next handful of days. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. But anyway, just so that you can see some fun things that you can do with your scrapbooking kit once you've finished making those beautiful projects, because those scrapbooking pages are actually very pretty, right? All right, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you had a spectacular time. And yeah, I hope that you love the project. Thank you so much for helping me out with it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lest we forget, wink of Stella. Ah, oh yeah, on the little sparkles. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's pretty on my end. Ooh, sparkle. Actually, that is really, really cool. Don't forget the Stella. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, so now we have a very, very pretty, sparkly little card. I love it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, very nice. Very nice. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see you